friends. I'm going to try to work on sharing a little bit more of my journey when I'm at places. And I'm not sure if at this point I would have shared a video that I've been wanting to put together about talking more about what I go through with my disabilities, but I might have already released that video by now. But one of my drawbacks why I haven't done it is because I've always wanted to share more what I go through, but then you've got people that go, oh, you focus too much on your disabilities and you're whining. And, it's all those, um, yeah, which I think they're the ones that are whining, about me. Um, but I finally, after a comment, um, I just said, this is my channel. This is my life. This is my journey. My disabilities are a part of me. I cannot change that. And I always wanted to be a light to people, to see what I go through, or a person with disabilities um, traveling in a van. Well, I lost myself in there and I lost who I am. And again, my disabilities don't define me, and this isn't about it defining me. It's about how I emotionally overcome the obstacles that I go through having the disabilities, whether in a van or not. So this may be more of the direction that I'll go with my channel. And those that don't want to experience this part of my journey with me, then this isn't the right channel for them, because I want a community, I want a support system, and you know, love system out there, that we build each other up, good and bad, whether our bodies, throw at us. And it's not about whining. It's about a support system. I come from a Christian background where we do come together. I believe God calls everybody, whether you believe in God or not. He says, do not give up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but come together and spur one another on to love and good deeds. And that means, no matter what's going on, we need to be a community and people out there that love one another, support one another emotionally. We live in such a world of social media, and we hide behind social media and our phones. We just text people. We just email people. We don't pick up a phone and call people. So I hope to make a difference that we could probably change. I know we can't always be around everybody every day or call everybody every day, but those that are in your inner circle, I hope you will make more of an attempt to call those people. Pick up that phone. Just don't text and say, hey, how are you doing? Um, but let them hear a voice. We live in a society that is sinking also farther into depression because people are feeling more solitude, they're feeling more lonely. And so if you've got somebody's phone number, give them that call, check in on them, let them hear a voice out there. I think we're losing that in how to communicate in today's world. But those that are not, and I'm not saying I'm against the social media, but then yes, we do have a way of broadening our interest through social media and meeting new people through social media, which I have. I've met amazing people through the social media, and I wouldn't give that up. And those are the people that we can still pray for them or encourage them or give a positive message or just be there for each other through, uh, you know, YouTube or other types of platforms that are out there. That's fine. But I'm just saying, in your inner circle, we need to work on, if you've got those phone numbers, make more of an effort of a presence in their life besides just an email and a text. Okay? Now, I will be talking off and on a little bit more about what I go through my disabilities in my life and in a van. And I hope everybody continues to watch, because I won't be a whiner, but you're going to see how I overcome these things in a positive way, or redirecting my focus or something like that. So I hope to bring a positive message through, opening up more of that door into my world of what I go through. Okay? So one of the things that I recently experienced was where we're camping. Kent's camper was a little bit too high. So what happened is I went to step down out of the camper, and I've been very careful. I grabbed the handle, went to step down, and it was just an incredible jolt. Okay. Now, I don't have a picture or video before the incident happened, but I do have how he fixed it for me, which he was so sweet. I am just, yeah, he's a good guy. He really made that effort and fixed it for me, because I came down, well, a couple of times, and it was a little bit hard, and then it was like the next time it was like wham, as I tried to step down, holding on with my left hand as I went to step down, and step down with my right foot. um, I was still kind of too high, and then so it was more like a jolt down, step down, and then boy, the impact just shocked up. I felt it go up through my leg and up through into my lower spine, because that's where a lot of my issues are, where the S to the couple lower L's, like the L6 and 5 and 4, and really up to 3. I'm really a mess in that lumbar area. So anyways, I was just like, oh my gosh, I felt this, and that was the impact, and I thought, oh no, I hope I'm going to be okay. So I took it easy the rest of that day, and then uh, I barely could make it back to my van, but I hung on to Cat. He helped me get back to my van, but I quickly started to look at the light out of the distance, the stars up above, and even though I was like, oh, 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 I could feel the pain, but I just kept focusing on, oh my gosh, but look at the stars, look how beautiful, look how, redirecting that focus as quickly as I could with every step on the beauty around me. Okay, but now I'm going to show you the step on how he fixed it for me to make it easier for me. So let me show you that. Okay, in this clip you can see where he put the rounds underneath that step, the wood that's acting as a step, and then it raised that up several inches. So he cut a round in half, and see how much of a drop that was? Can you imagine that drop without those rounds being underneath there? And then he also built up the distance underneath the yellow thing. All right, so you can see he took these round wood that we had that he was going to split up and we were going to burn it, and he cut it in half and he put it underneath the wood part and raised it up so it was much easier to step down from the camper onto the main wood that he has as you step down. And then he raised up the yellow part that has, I don't know, it's kind of like a has like uh, it kind of reminds me of a platform or something, and a slot. So anyway, so he raised that part up and made it so much easier for me to get in and out of the van. So I've been a little tender, honestly, and still walking back and forth, a little less back and forth to his camper, trying to reboot a little bit with it. So watching how much I'm walking until I reboot, and just keeping my pain control under control with topical stuff, lidocaine, lotions. I do, what's the other one I'm trying to think of? Arnicare. I love Arnicare. I do that. If it gets, mineral ice. So before I went to bed, I did the Arnicare and the mineral ice. I just love that combination. So I do the Arnicare first, then the mineral ice, and then went to bed. So I do that when I go to bed. And then during the day to move around, I might do that combination, or if the pain level goes up a little bit too high, then I'll do the numbing, like the lidocaine type lotion, or even I have patches. I might even get out and do that. It's that kind of like neurostimulator kind of pulsing machine that I got. I haven't used that a whole lot. I haven't needed it to, but I may end up doing a treatment tonight with that. So yeah, that usually does help me to overcome these setbacks. But anyway, so that's been my, not from morning to evening of my day out on the road, but some people wanted to know what I go through sometimes, or when I have these episodes, and how I get through them. So again, you can take it how you want to. It's not about whining. It's about sharing and how I overcome. Now, we're going to watch the game today, so I'm looking forward to us watching the game. So I'm getting some supplies. I'm gonna go back over to where his camper is. We're going to have a fire, watch the game, and have a good meal. I'm bringing some stuff over for our meal, and I just keep focusing on the beauty that I get to see where we're at, and enjoying still my time with camp, because I think we have about another week now. So yeah, so I just keep doing that, and laughing and giggling. Remember, thinking positive, being thankful. I still get up every day and I go to bed with some kind of thankfulness, thanking where I'm at, or finding the bird. I could hear the birds in the morning, and they were singing out there, and I could hear the birds, and I was, wow, I'm so thankful for that. And just being thankful. I'm thankful I'm getting to watch the game with Kent, and we get to have a fire where we're at, and I just move my mind to being thankful. And when I do that, I have such an incredible peace in my heart that can bring that happiness um, in that day or in that moment. So I hope this helps on how sometimes I get through some of these episodes. And I do have ups and downs like everybody else, even with my moods. But I mentioned that I don't try to keep my mind stayed there. I try to reboot it back up, and shift it quickly, or when I can, or the next day, or maybe something like that. Um, like I had a really I'll share one more thing. When I put together the last video of my Utah, I ended up having, I mean, I cried. I don't know. There was something, it just touched me going up to Willow Lake and the beautiful drive. And it was a bittersweet cry. It was a cry of, oh my gosh, look at what I got to go and see, where Kent took me. I remember the wonderful memories that we experienced there, and I know we're going to have to go our way soon. And then those were flooded with tears of sorrow on top of the tears of joy. It's weird. I have these mixed emotions right now of knowing that I only have another week and we have to go our way for a while. So yeah, so I am up and down right now, but I quickly say too how thankful I am for the places and some of the things that, you know, I got to experience and see with Kent. So yeah, anyway, so that's kind of, I'm up and down right now. I'm sure I will be that way for about another week or so, and even after we have to part, it's going to be really hard when that day comes. But right now, I don't need to focus on that right now. I'm just going to focus on right now, today, where I'm at, what we get to do this day. Okay? All right. So I don't know, I just felt compelled to share all this, and I hope this touches somebody's heart today, and we continue with a really supportive, loving community here with my channel. Okay? And I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.